Hello! Today's video is of our newest trip to the Orlando area and of course Walt Disney World. We'll show all of the food we ate, some rides we went on, and shows that we saw this first weekend. We'll be here for a while, so the next few videos will have Disney World content. Right now the Flower and Garden Festival is happening in Epcot, so of course we're going to show you what's going on there. All the different food offerings and things we try while we're hanging out in the park. So we hope you enjoy. So one of the first things we do for our days in Epcot is we try to secure a virtual queue position for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. This ride is so good, and you should definitely try to go if you're ever in Epcot. After the ride, of course, we make our way to the food booths and admire the topiaries that have been put up around the park. Our first stop was at the Epcot Farmer's Feast, where we tried the chilled potato and leek soup, the bison ribeye, which comes with creamy leek fondue, red wine butter sauce, and whipped red wine goat cheese, as well as a spice cake with cream cheese icing and candied pecans. All of these options were pretty good. I don't usually enjoy cold soups, but the chilled leek soup was delightful, not too heavy for a hot Orlando day. The bison was pretty tender and juicy, and the fondue and butter sauce paired perfectly with it, adding a hint of sourness that actually complemented the bison. The spice cake was just okay. You could tell it had been pre-made and not fresh like other options, but it was very tasty and I enjoyed the ratio of frosting to cake. Though I always could enjoy more frosting, but that's just me. By the way, this menu changes 3 times during the Flower and Garden Festival. This menu lasts until April 8th, then they'll have something different from April 9th to May 20th, and then changed again May 21st through July 5th. At the Citrus Blossom booth, we got the lemon meringue pie, the orange sesame tempura shrimp with orange chili sauce, and the citrus baked brie with preserved lemon marmalade, limoncello macerated blueberries, and spiced Marcona almonds. We also got the orange lemon smoothie to drink. I really enjoyed the pie. The meringue had a marshmallowy texture that I really liked, and the lemon was the perfect tartness to complement the sweetness of the meringue. The tempura shrimp were nice and citrusy and full of flavor, though the tempura was a little soggy by the time we got our dish. The brie was the star of this trio of goodies. It was warm and gooey and paired well with the blueberries and almonds. I do wish it had come with some crackers, though. So the Citrus Blossom booth is located in the Odyssey building, where they also had a small market filled with lots of flower and garden merch. Very cute stuff. After all that food, we wandered over to the American Adventure Building, where we caught some of the Voices of Liberty performance before we watched the stage show of American history that's presented there. We were also able to catch some belly dancing while wandering through the Morocco portion of the World Showcase area and then view more of the topiaries. From La Isla Fresca, we ordered the braised oxtail with pigeon pea rice, the sugarcane shrimp skewer with long grain wild rice, and the coconut tres leches, which is vanilla cake soaked in oat milk, almond milk, and coconut milk, topped with toasted coconut. The braised oxtail was a really rich but really tasty dish. Romar enjoyed the shrimp skewers, but they didn't stand out. The tres leches left something to be desired. It had very little actual flavor, so all you really taste is a very light white cake flavor with some milk at the bottom. The coconut flavor did not come through very much at all, and just overall left something to be desired. From Northern Bloom, we got the seared scallops with French green beans, the beef tenderloin tips with mushroom bordelaise sauce, with whipped potatoes and garden vegetables, and the chocolate maple whiskey cake. The seared scallops were cooked perfectly. They were light and not rubbery, and the flavor was fantastic. The beef tenderloin tips with the potatoes were also good. Not an outstanding dish, but definitely a solid option with familiarity to it. The whiskey cake was okay. Again, nothing outstanding, but not bad either. The glaze on top kept the cake nice and moist, and truthfully, chocolate has never let me down as far as cake goes. So next on our agenda was a visit to Animal Kingdom, where we got to see these guys as we entered the park, and then we even got to see one of the flotillas coming down the river shortly after we arrived. Our first stop for this day was to watch the live puppet musical Finding Nemo, The Big Blue, and Beyond. This show was so cute and fun to watch. After the show, we rode Expedition Everest and then headed over to the Kilimanjaro Safari. Every time we go, it's different and it never gets old. We took a quick trip to Hollywood Studios and we got to see the Mandalorian walking around Galaxy's Edge. It's a more rare character, so it was really cool to catch him walking around. Afterwards, we grabbed some food from Ronto Roasters. We got the Ronto wrap, the krill pork rinds seasoned with ancho chili, cheddar, smoke, and cinnamon, and the Andorran fruit with moua sauce. The Ronto wrap has always been good every time we've ordered it. The fresh slaw goes perfectly with the roasted pork and peppercorn sauce. The pork rinds and fruit were just okay. So we wandered a bit before grabbing more food later in the afternoon from Fairfax Fair. We got the Korean barbecue pork belly bowl and the barbecue beef brisket bowl. These both were served in a Swedish waffle bowl, and surprisingly, the bowl went really well with the brisket and the pork belly. Both dishes had a really nice tangy flavor with the different kinds of barbecue sauce and were definitely good quick service options while in Hollywood Studios. We would definitely get these again. So after all that food, we took some time walking around the park and enjoying some of the rides until it was time to go. That's pretty much it for this week. We hope you enjoyed this video and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.